Hi everyone, this is Esdan, your host, and this is my new channel, Esdan Ali Podcast. Here we discuss about a lot of things. There is no specific category. However, today I have RK with me to discuss about the recent short film that we made, Lisa, which is a psychological thriller, and she is the screenwriter and the story writer for this short film. Um, RK, so why don't you introduce about yourself?
Hi guys, I'm RK.
So to tell more about RK, we both are good friends from more than 4 years, and we work together in the same office. And going forward, she will be the part of these podcast sessions. Probably we are planning to post at least one session in a week on every Sunday. Let's see how it goes. So coming to the short film that was Lisa, a psychological thriller, and we'll start with the basics of the story or whatever the concept behind it. So why don't you discuss, or why don't you tell something about the main concept of the short film Lisa?
So Lisa is about, as Dan said, it's a psychological thriller where you see a person's perspective, like something which has happened to him or her, that it has a very great impact on the person, like feeling guilty or something that shows the impact which has on the person in a psychological way.
No, I'm just trying to make the audience understand what exactly the story is about, because I got a lot of feedback that lot of people didn't understand the concept of it or the story of the short film. Everyone was praising about the cinematography, the background music, blah 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 and all. Most of them had this question that they didn't understand the concept of the story or the theme of the story. Most of them thought that actually it was a ghost story, so which is not true. I want you to tell what exactly it is.
So if I tell the story about Lisa, it's about the person where his brother passed away while in an accident. So what happened in the film is that we showed what actually happened to that person in the end of the story, so which made the audience confused a lot. So this person, these brothers were going in a bike together, and then they receive a phone call, and they met an accident.
Okay, let me stop you there. Before we go into that details, why don't we start from the beginning of the film, like the opening of the film, like what exactly he was doing on the terrace? Like it was that scene that it was the opening scene is like the main character is standing on the terrace alone, and right after that it will cut to this same person coming into a new house or whatever he is moving on to. So we'll start from there. so the starting of the film, or the opening of the short film, was the present day for that particular person, and whatever the story that happened, this happened in past. Basically there are two flashbacks in it. For suppose maybe this person is standing on terrace after coming into the house, like after 1 month of coming into the house. So we wanted to show like how he moved in, and what and all happened in his this period of time, and in the end we wanted to show why it is happening to him, right? That is what we tried to show in that. Most of them asked me the same question, like a few of them, actually not most of them, asked me like why he is standing there, and why all of a sudden it got cut to this one, he's coming into a house and moving things and all.
That is just to show that the person is remembering what he was doing, or we are trying to show the audience that this has happened. Why suddenly the person is standing? Like, so to show that why this person is standing, we had to cut the scene to the previous days what had happened.
Exactly. That's what I tried to show, but a few people.
Since the movie was very short, like we had to cut it most of the part. So it might be because of that people got confused.
Yeah, that is also true. And once he move into the house, he will try to arrange all his stuff and all, then the first day itself you don't notice anything, but as an audience,
Audience confuse a lot with this psychological thriller movie as a horror movie because this person moved into a new house. Usually horror movies shows that okay, this family or someone moves into a new house and there's a ghost in that.
Yeah.
So that is where people got confused with our movie that okay, this house is a haunted house.
yeah, exactly.
That
what-
is where people also got confused.
Yeah, that is the theme actually that I tried to, establish in the beginning itself. Like I didn't wanted to make it obvious that it is a thriller. I wanted audience to think that it is a horror movie or a horror story, and by the end of it, we will be revealing what exactly happened. But somehow it backfired for with few people. So,
People were still in the first scene like okay, this is a horror, instead of going back to the psychological
Yeah.
thing, people went that way like okay, this is just a horror movie.
yeah, exactly.
And the people were like what happened to Lisa, what happened, all this.
That is true. That is the mistake that happened. Maybe we missed somewhere to transition
like I
that.
said, like since we had to put the movie in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, that is also like we
Because
had
of the
very less
time,
time. Yeah, we had very less time.
If it was a 2 hours movie, we can extend, we can show like each and every day what had happened, we can show. But since 15 days, we have to show like 4 to 5
Yeah.
days. It's like
That is also true. That is the main challenge that I faced when filming it. And when he enter into the house, he obviously he won't notice whoever is there that is visible for the audience and all. Only the audience will be able to see, because the main reason this is where I was like really impressed when you said me that, right, this person, he's not able to see this person, whatever Lisa character, why he is not able to see her on the first day itself, because audience are able to see it, the main character is not able to see it.
that whatever dark side he has,
whatever the dark side he have,
it's
it
been
is
suppressed
Yeah.
by himself.
yeah,
like,
that is the reason whenever you watch the movie, in the beginning the character won't
and you can see only Lisa in dark
yeah,
space, not in an open or a bright space. Lisa is mostly in the beginning of the movie will show Lisa in a dark corner type
without moving.
without moving, because Lisa didn't actually come out. The whatever means you get to know more when you watch the movie. Like those things, we're just trying to show that Lisa is there, but Lisa is not able to move.
So so this character will show up eventually and come and go like that, and finally this person will feel that okay, there is someone who is trying to, so this person will feel that there is someone who is trying to attack or trying to kill him.
Like someone is following him, someone is watching him.
Yeah.
He will start to feel that.
True. So as we said, so when it comes to an end, we try to show a flashback again, like why he's seeing this person, because in flashback these two brothers, whoever the person who come into the picture was his brother, and he was like he died in an accident, bike accident, and this main character thinks that because of him he died, and with that guilt.
In the movie, you'll see that the main character was lifting a call. Because of that thing, he
Yeah.
thinks that it is his fault that his brother.
Exactly. So that is the reason he feel that guilt, like okay, he died because of me, and I don't want to leave it, since my brother is not there because of me. I also want to die. All these feelings what he have in his unconscious mind made him form a character called Lisa, and that character is his imagination that he's trying to kill him. Basically the guilt that he have is trying to kill him. That is the reason when you see from the beginning also, in the early stages of the story, he won't be able to see it. Lisa will be in dark, because he didn't realize, or the what you call that, dark side of his guilt haven't come out. That is the reason Lisa won't move. She will be standing, and observing him.
He still feels a guilt, but it's not like prominent. He did not show it
Show
that,
it out, yeah.
that yes, I'm guilty.
Hmm.
That's why Lisa is in the dark side.
Yeah, and when he start like realizing that, or when
Which
the
scene
guilt
was
is
it? Which scene was it where he realized that? The pillow scene.
the pillow scene is where he realized that something is going on, like it is about to come out. It will come out when his brother come and visit him.
Yep.
Yeah,
When it was a dream, it was still unconscious.
unconscious mind. Once
that is
he started
happening then.
imagining people, that's when the character started moving around him and try to kill him. So yeah, it was the concept that we had, and unfortunately few people couldn't understand it. Most of them thought it is a horror movie, and basically Lisa is not a character or a ghost. It is his own guilt that is trying to consume him. Yeah, that was the concept that we are trying to show, because we have seen our day-to-day life, or we have seen so many news that most of the people suffer with mental illness. It's not that they want to or they did something to suffer it because of that or something. But there might be some reason in their past which might lead to them the
People
mental
still
illness.
like blame themselves, like okay, this happened because of me. Those
Exactly.
blame, self-blame, and all this. Like, I'm sure many people would have Lisa by their side.
Yeah, that is also true. So this question about mental illness, since we are talking, the main theme of our short film is about mental illness. What is your point of view on mental illness?
Mental illness, I suffered a lot with mental illness too. Actually, when my mom passed away like 2 years back, I suffered a lot, blaming myself that it's all because of. There's always in the back of your mind that if I could have done something, if I would have known this, all this will come back after everything, and it will eat up your mind.
It is not controllable, but you still thought that it is your guilt. I mean, your mistake. That is the reason you felt guilt.
Yep.
And how did you suffer? Like, how did you overcome that?
I suffered a lot. Like, every night I would be crying. I was not even able to stay in the room I was staying, thinking about everything. So I had to change my room even for that. And people around me were very encouraging, telling me that this is not because of you, or they're very encouraging, telling me all this,
being there for you,
being supportive, being with me, like always. Maybe because of those.
Do you think that if no one was around you to, like, when you're suffering like this,
maybe the Lisa would have taken me.
Yeah, again, if you don't have any
Anyone
support,
to support, or
like moral support with you,
anyone, like, you just need someone like to just listen to you, whatever it is, whether it is correct or wrong or right, whatever it is, you just need someone that will listen to you without giving any opinion on that. That is what most people need in their life. And nowadays people are very judgmental. That should stop that.
Yeah. Whenever, even my suggestion is, like, whenever you see a person who is like close to you, or who is your friend, who is having any kind of mental illness, it's not necessarily a anger issues or whatever the type of mental illness that they have, because we have a lot of mental illnesses, right? They're like, I don't even know like the count of the illnesses, because there are so many things that I have read about it, but I'm not able to keep track of it. Like, whenever you see a person who is suffering with these type of issues, you don't have to do anything actually. You just have to sit with them and talk for 5 minutes at least, and say that everything will be okay. That will make a person feel a lot better. That's what I feel about, because
even though you don't tell the person that it will be okay or something like that, you just have to be there for the person.
like kind of listen to them. Yeah, that is also a good point. Like, because a lot of people don't
You
have.
just have to show that I'm there to support you. You don't have to tell each and every day that I'm here for you, I'm here for you. That would more irritate the person. Instead, just show them that I'm there for you.
Okay, just care about them. Whatever they say, just listen to
Listen
them.
to it.
That would,
Don't be judgmental on whatever the person right or wrong. You don't have to be judgmental. You just have to listen to the person and say I'm there for you, whatever it is.
yeah. So that is something I wanted to bring while we are discussing on this. And coming back to the Lisa, yeah, we already discussed why we made this movie. The main concept or the main reason behind doing this is like just to spread an awareness. Maybe we missed the part to spread the awareness in the movie.
Most people were like more concentrating on the horror part of the story.
That is the reason I wanted to start my first podcast with this topic, because whatever the things that we missed to explain in the movie, right? So I wanted to discuss, or I want to give a clarity on that. I don't know how many people listen to this, but still it will be there on record, so that whenever a person who listen to this will have an idea like what is this all about.
We didn't discuss about the ending part of the movie, like why Lisa disappeared.
Oh yeah,
we have to
please
tell that. I have seen most of the comments that what happened to Lisa, why did it suddenly disappear, where is she?
Yeah. So yeah, why did Lisa disappear? Yeah. So this person in the climax, this person main character will get a call from his psychiatrist or doctor, the person who speaks on phone. Try to explain him that it's not that whoever has a mental illness will listen to one call and decide that okay, I'm not going to be thinking about it. But still, since we had very less time, we wanted to give it message kind of thing, that whoever is watching this, he tried to explain that okay, this is not your mistake, that whatever happened is happened. You cannot blame yourself, and if you keep thinking that it is because of you, you will keep seeing this person. So you should stop imagining things. You should forgive yourself for whatever happened. You shouldn't have to think that it happened because of you. Or he will try to explain this person, and once this call is ended, this main character will send a message to his brother's number saying that okay, now I accept that you're not there. So he accepted the reality of whatever happened, and he was able to move forward, go on with his life. Since he accepted that reality, all the thoughts that he had in his mind has gone. So once his thoughts are gone, Lisa is also gone. Lisa is just his thought. So that is why the Lisa character disappeared. That's where the movie ends. What do you say about it? Did we justify that? Or
we tried. But
yeah, I should really appreciate the efforts that Irfan has put into this one, because we did lot of takes. Actually, we shot this like the entire movie for 3 times. Like first and second time we were like I did shot this story, but I was not satisfied with it because of whatever the output we got. It's not that the footage was not good, or it's not like that, but the scenes were not matching, or the continuity was not there. And the second time we shot, there was some errors. Like this is my first movie that I shot, so obviously I will have confusions.
Actually the first time we shot was in a different room.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it was very small.
Different location. That is also one reason. We got a lot of inputs from Irfan or my friend Pawan. After like the third shoot, when I did, I had a rough cut and I have sent to him, and he gave me some suggestions like, okay, this scene is too long, or the continuity is missing in this. That was really helpful to like compress the video into like whatever the duration we got. And
We could have made the film longer, but
yeah, we could have.
since it is a short film, we have to compress it within those times.
Yeah, and also I'm not sure whether I should mention this or not about this Indian Film House short films, short film awards, which I applied for it, and we have won 4 categories into that. Yeah, that was pretty good. I felt like okay, it worth something. So that is one. But still, it's okay. We tried our best to finish it off. It's okay, not a problem. And yeah. Okay, thank you so much for listening, guys. So this is going to be a regular thing. I don't know how frequently I will post the podcast, but whenever we get time, we will try to discuss something, or I do it alone. And I'm going to post this on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcast, all the podcast platforms, along with the YouTube as well. First few episodes we will try to put in audio only, and once we are okay with this, or when we are getting hang out of it, then we'll try to put video podcast which can be more interactive. And I'm not sure what topics to discuss about, because I haven't decided yet. So far it's going to be only random things, and mostly it is going to be about photography and cinematography, and sometimes random about life, about whatever it can be. I'm not sure about it. So let's see what where this takes us. And if you are interested, please do subscribe and follow us on Spotify, so that you can get the notifications of every podcast that we post. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.